Mutalisk look when they're freaking ensnared. They're so slow at almost half the rate of fire. I'm not sure the exact percentage, the exact statistics on how slow that is. Type B is going to come in, or ZerO is going to come in and try to get some drone kills. And still morphing to a Greater Spire. Greater Spire is going up here, so I'm assuming we're going to see some Devourers in play here. And I'll have to check for the upgrades. One thing I haven't been paying attention to is the upgrades because the rest of the game is still exciting. Sending in some Lings here to try to do some damage, which is actually not a bad idea because ZerO knows that Type B's Mutalisks are, he just doesn't have as many Mutalisks and he's having to put them out on the field to try to defend. Able to actually get quite a few little drone kills there, so that was actually a smart little move. A little harassment there by ZerO. ZerO all around just... God, he's just playing like ZerO, man. So freaking creative, getting the Queen's Nest. It looks like that the Greater Spire is, of course, going up for Type B as well. He was like, oh, crap, I better start doing something as well. Although I can tell you, I don't know if Type B will go into doing a Queen, because I think that Zerg players just don't practice this in ZVZ. And as we all know, that ZerO with his purple glasses is the Zerg Queen. That's right, the Zerg Queen come to disguise as a Korean male. Because we know that ZerO uses queens more than any other Zerg pro gamer out there. And the Greater Spire goes up here, getting the Mutalisk clumped together. We're going to see, I'm assuming at this point ZerO is probably going to go for some Devourers, or he might just be going for the higher upgrades. Might be a little bit of both here. But able to just harass. Look at these, just a couple Zerglings going in. And the problem with all this, though, is that it looks like at the bottom right there, the ZerO is just now getting a base. And there we go, 3 Devourers. I have never seen Devourer play in a ZVZ match, so I am stoked to see how this works. Devourers, of course, being a little bit slower to attack, so I'm worried that they might end up being fodder for the Scourge. But a very strong unit with the acid spores that will allow units to take more damage as they are shot. So, wow, that's a Devourer's taking out some Scourge there. But what I was saying is ZerO is now getting... Oh! And a ton of Scourge getting taken out. Wow. Catching Scourge out of position. Poor Type B, man. Cannot catch a break in this game, but ZerO is just playing so well. I'm not going to even say poor Type B. ZerO is going to go in for a huge attack here. Able to take out all these transferring drones right now. And Type B might be able to go in and completely take out this secondary base here. And going to go in with Zerglings right now. I'm not sure. Type B, is he moving away? Or ZerO is moved back. Oh, okay, ZerO was worried about a counterattack, so he did bring his Milos back. Oh, but it looks like Type B is going to be able to barely defend this. But a big attack going in, or big counterattack by Type B. Is this going to even things up, taking out a lot of the Spore Colonies, which are the primary defense for the main base, allowing ZerO to move out. ZerO unable to get that third base, the second expansion here. And it looks like ZerO is going to clean this up, but not without losing a few Spore Colonies and a few drones in the process. That just saved Type B's life right there. That was a very, very good move by Type B. And Defiler's coming out. Oh my god. Another thing that I have never seen in a ZVZ game. I am glad I waited to cast this with you guys so we could share this moment together. This epic, historical moment in ZVZ. Again, I'm sure there's other games that have had stuff like this. But this is probably the first new game that has gone this long. And, oh, the Queen coming in. Oh, Queen does not get killed. Queen coming in, trying to do his thing. And this base has to go down now. It's got to go down. ZerO is going to take out the third expansion, or the second expansion. ZerO has a second expansion of his own at the bottom right, fully operational. I think I tried to say that a few times earlier. ZerO currently, oh, click back on the Mutalisk again. It looks like we are 2-1 for Type B. As far as the upgrades go, and I believe that is 2-0 as far as Carapace. So Type B does have the attack advantage, but if ZerO can keep getting him with Queens, then ZerO is still going to have the advantage in the fight if he can get the ensnare off with the Queens. So we're going to see an attack going in here. This is going to be the big attack. Can an ensnare get off? Yes, it does! Ensnare gets off on almost every single, literally every single one of those Mutalisks. And, I don't know, I'm assuming we're going to see some sort of plague here from Type B. Wow, hence ZerO can move in and attack because Type B is so freaking slow. And I think ZerO is worried about a plague going off on his Mutalisk. But, oh, man. Oh, this is just the the dance of the support units right here. Queens versus Defilers on ZVZ. There is the second, another new second expansion going up that's probably going to be able to get taken out. And ZerO able to take out some Overlords to try to do some supply blocking. Another counterattack going over. Oh, and a Swarm could be used for a counterattack that could be extremely, extremely powerful here. I think ZerO really just needs to try to go in and just go for it and just take something out here. But he's going to try to snipe the Defiler. If he can snipe the Defiler, this is huge. No! Defiler gets off a Plague anyway, but fortunately the Swarm is not going to be able to go down. And even though that is going to be really bad for ZerO, Mutalisk will recover health eventually. My gosh, you know, Type B might have made the better choice in going for Defilers here, because ultimately this is going to be what can win the game. And a huge attack! Multiple Plagues going off on ZerO. ZerO's in trouble, not able to get off an ensnare, but he does have Devours, and ZerO has Type B on the run here, running back to the base. And then now ZerO is running, now that his Mutalisks are all going to be extremely, extremely weak. ZerO is going to be able to start picking off these units really, really, really quickly here. Oh my god, and ZerO just losing his Mutalisks left and right, but he has a Devours as well, and ZerO able to completely come out on top here, and ZerO has tons and tons of Mutalisks. Oh my god, but meanwhile they weren't showing it. ZerO's second base is almost going down here, and that Queen spazzing out, not knowing what to do because it can't do anything, and ZerO knows he cannot do anything for this. He has no lings at all. Oh, and I don't know if he's going to be able to take out the Defiler or not. Defiler goes underneath. Oh, but a Sunken Colony. I didn't even see that. So Sunken Colony able to clean that up, but not after ZerO loses his second base. But at this point, I don't even know if that second base is going to matter. ZerO has so many Mutalisks and so many units on the field. Type B is going really, really ling heavy right now with the Swarms. Obviously, Mutalisks being completely useless against the Swarms. But Type B also has lings of his, or ZerO also has lings of his own. ZerO is going to prepare for the final attack here. I'm assuming this is going to be the final attack. I can't see how long. I can't see the timing in the game. But at this point, ZerO has just got so much more. I'm assuming if we saw the food count here, I mean, Type B might have more food because of all the lings. I don't even know. I would say ZerO probably has them at this point. ZerO's going to go in for a big attack coming in here. Huge attack on the expansion. I'm assuming he's going to be able to take it out with this, although he's not following up with any Mutalisks of his own. So I don't know if he's going to be able to get this attack out with just sheer Zerglings, although there is a lot of Zerglings, probably crackling upgraded at this point. I don't know if you thought of that. I couldn't quite tell. I'm not really sure what the point of that was. Oh, able to take out some of the defenses. ZerO just needs to go in and go in with all of his massive force. Oh, and a huge, massive Plague on probably 20 Mutalisks. And that's what you get for just sitting there with all of your Mutalisks. He needs to move these Mutalisks in before they get too weak. He is going to move them in right now. Try to take out some of the Mutalisks of Type B. Oh, but Type B bringing his Mutalisks in, and he's going to be able to start picking off some of these, but just not enough Mutalisks for Type B. And an ensnare, and Type B, GG's. Wow. Type B, GG's. He knew he'd lost that game. ZerO with some extremely... ZerO didn't even have to attack. ZerO just sat his Mutalisks and let Type B come to him, and then Type B realized, holy crap, that is a lot of Mutalisks. I am done with this game. ZerO, beautiful, beautiful creative play from ZerO. That was just a freaking epic ZVZ game. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I know I did. My voice is already getting lost, and the night's just started. All right, guys, random game. Glad you guys, or I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good night, everybody.